Previously.
Kale ekinnuma ekisinga okunnuma in that area nti bo maybe balaba bad black omuyayi kwano wange yali akampangida kavuka kasulanga ku mubalaka eyo nayo nje yitirambwa ya musajja banansonyiwa abali ku mpewo awo bonna abaana mbazadde am off duty sugar daddy oyo yarwanye entalo laba wagendo siga omwana w'obulwadde oyo yakayingira gundi campus omwaka gumu first year. Makula Show.
We've all had stories of celebrities getting arrested or going to rehab for substance abuse. Oliotia, welcome to this episode of Makula's Show. Nayenga njagala kuuza ekibuuzo. Is it true that drug or substance abuse is that widespread? Tubiwulira olusimba na masomero abaana abato Moba celebrities, yes, all over the world. Simu Uganda moka. Ebwero jawulira bamba committing na suicide. Oline yeka sukane yesula. And 2002, bwembazi jukide bulunje. Waliwo erinnya eryasituka. All of a sudden, we had a name, Jackie Chandiru. Erinnya lwo nickname, ajatubulira Queen of the Nile, Livawa. Muntu kyayinza singa Jackie okubanga asobola otunnyonnyola ku entertainment and substance abuse. She was there for I don't know how many years. Jackie, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
How are you?
I'm good. How
You're
are you?
looking good.
Still
the beautiful Jackie.
God's grace.
There is a song, Jinasoko Falling in Love, Gold Digger. Yes, walioyimba Gold Digger. Yaina message. Ndoza abawala webisera fenda bulali ekigambo nga kiri common Gold Digger, Gold Digger. And then waliwo outfits we walioyambadde in that video.
Yes.
Ngamyomaga, oh my God, this girl, is it true she's a look bar? So kombulire eyo region eyo jova. Abawala gye bali abalungi nga gwe oba
Kati neri abansinga nako. Nze just mukama yampa that blessing okubeera mu TV z'abantu. But when you go down there, there are so many beautiful people who are there.
Have you been?
Very good.
Thanks for looking beautiful.
I'm trying.
Jackie.
Yes.
So kombulire today waliko nga Jackie tetunnamumanya. Before all these competitions okujja omanyi talent searches zibadde nyingi mu Uganda.
Yes.
Naye ndoozi eyasinga okubanga evaayo is the rise of Jackie Chandiru. Mu Uganda okumanya nti okay ziri real and it was real talent. Up to today wadde waliwo time awo wabulako. Naye awantu ona woogenda n'oyogera Jackie Chandiru. Jackie Chandiru is still Jackie Chandiru.
Yes.
But who was Jackie Chandiru before this one?
How can I explain Jackie Chandiru before? One of the most stubborn
Fame.
people.
Are you still stubborn?
A little. A little. It was too much. That's number one. But that aside, I happen to be a shy person, but I try to put out a personality, etalaga my weaknesses. Because I grew up with boys, mbasagala abantu bategere weaknesses. Yes, so the stubbornness was there. I never liked to compete with girls because I found girls weak.
Oh.
Yes. I found girls weak and boys gave me a challenge. Girls never gave me a challenge because bali beefako nnyo kuntunula. Kunviri, ate kati nviri well, there are about 3-4 hairs on my head. Ngankunganya bukunganya, nganchali muto, so I never wanted to compare myself so much with girls because girls were all about looks and I believed personality was meant to be about what you can do, what you cannot do.
Wow, wait, yes. Boy.
Yes.
Serious tomboy. Omanyi bw'oyogera eddalu. Omulembe guno bwe bagamba nti omwana mulalu. Usually it's the boys. Oba indiscipline at home. Tawulira bazadde. What kind of dalu?
Mine is boys. It's boys.
Boyfriend?
No. Now I had problems with that. Because we had a neighbor and they used to fight. The mother and the father would fight. Katinga ebintu ebyo bya relationship nga saagala. Ne bwe ndaba omulenzi nga he's like trying to put a point across. There was this energy that I always saw and I've always wanted to be dominant. That was where it came from.
Waliwo omuntu yangamba nina some personality issue ne mugamba no. I think the upbringing nange nakula n'abalenzi. I like to speak my mind kati also oyinza okifunamu problem. Opinion yange eyinza okujjanga bweri. Naye ndowooza ekirungi ekirimu when you grow up with boys you become a brave person.
Exactly. That's the part, and if you speak like that, that's the part that people don't understand about you. There's times that I look at comments you make, and then people mold it into something different. But the truth is, you're being assertive but polite.
Yes.
And they don't understand that.
I think it's that's how boys are wired.
Yes.
Abakyala tetera kwagala abantu kubeera assertive. Twagala nga batubikirirako batubikirira.
That's how we're brought up. We are supposed to be.
So the Kalidalu girl.
Yes, Kalidalu. Manake. So that was me before fame, and fame actually changed me in terms of character, in terms of speaking to people and behavior.
Really?
Yes.
So before this Coca-Cola pop star, kukyalo waliwo yali akumanyi ng'ogezaako okuyimba like in school?
In school, yes. They used to know me as a person that would sing, but they only took notice of me when I had the microphone. Minus that, they don't look at me. Guys, because they just had that thing on a chaliwa, on a bro. So I didn't have that when I was growing up. No, it was only when I had the microphone that they would be like, oh, there's this girl. She sings, she sounds like this when she sings. That was the only time I ever got noticed.
Rimba chiro gamba nti lwenzijukire nasooka okubanga nnyimba maaso g'abantu buli omu nanjagala.
That one. There's a song. No, there's a song that I wrote in senior 2. I'm a big fan of gypsy kind of music and the Jewish. There's a sound that I hear in my ears when I hear flutes, when I hear certain. So I wrote that song when I was in senior 2, prep time.
Is it the cultural background?
Not really. I just picked, like there's movies that I would watch, there's sounds I would hear in my head, and I wanted. The song is called He Reigns, and it appeared on the Blue 3 album, written by me. Yes, it was a gospel song.
Wow.
Yes.
How did it feel?
When Steve Jean actually said, I want this song, I was in shock because I never ever thought there's anything that I could do that a person of influence could point a finger at and say, I want this. Yes.
Then the Coca-Cola hit you.
Yes.
Fe twalinga eno tulaba ne tulaba star, ne tulaba Cindy, of course Lillian had that voice that I loved so much.
She still has the voice.
She has it. Engangamba banange nengenda tandika practicing nsobola yimba nine eddoboozi ddene. I think I can sing like Lillian. Nenkigezaako. So nenyimbirako kabantu neneefula nga ayimbira abantu ewaka, just a few people. Nanga n'ebyokuyimba wandibivuddeko from that day. Politely.
No, but my dad always told me I sounded like a frog. But not in a bad way. For him, he believed in the late Ivoloko Joker, Franco. He believed those were the voices. So when I would try to sing, he's like, you sound like a frog. Or you have a crocodile voice. He would always say that. But it's because there's something that he was tuned to before. Songa yechayagala. So when that Coca-Cola thing came, I used to sing in the bathroom. Everyone is a star. Because you sing in the mirror and you're perfect. But that one, I was at home, vacation, nga curfew, nga sitambula. So I believed this thing would give me some chance okubera ngandi out ngantambula muko.
Nabazade nga bali okay osobola ogenda mu competitions?
No, well, my sister didn't think. I was staying with my sister. She didn't think. We hid it from my mom. My sister didn't think, but I kept watching South Africa pop stars, and I'm like, I can sing this song. The songs that people are singing to pass through, I can sing this, I can. Let me try. So it was out of just trying that somehow I went through.
And then winning?
Winning, well, I still can't believe it up till now. But these days when I look at the people in the industry, I think I'm a winner.
today's industry.
Yes, when I look at today's industry, I am a winner. I was meant to win.
But you know today, it's not about the voice.
Exactly.
Just get a word. In fact.
Yeah, find something to
find
do.
Something.
No so and so, and that is it.
Goja. Kati ennaku zino okubeera famous oba okubeera omuyimbi si kizibu mu Uganda. Osookuba nga tomanyi kuyimba. Nze ndaba abantu from TikTok, the next thing they are in studio.
Yes, TikTok makes you a star. That's why there's countries that want to abolish. The USA want to abolish TikTok, which I understand. Because it gets to a point where people no longer watch TV right now. Because they can get things mubufonza from TikTok. In about 60 seconds, they will know everything that is happening. TikTok, they say, you sleep for 1 hour, you wake up and the world has moved a whole decade ahead. So,
Kati, mweronda mutia. The blue three.
We didn't choose ourselves. They were judges. They just picked us out.
Wow.
We don't know the criteria, but at the end, one of the judges said, each of you can complement the other.
Indeed.
I cannot sing like Lillian.
No.
I cannot sing like Cindy. And none of them can sing like me.
But can't you train me to sing like you? Okay, a little bit like you.
No,
passion.
I personally, yes.
I have the passion.
Personally, I believe the way you speak determines the way you can sound if you sing.
Now, what do you think?
I think your kind of voice, the kind of way that if you're going to try to sing or sing, you're not supposed to be too loud, you're not supposed to be too deep. If you sang, you would sing the keys that I sing because they are comfortable keys, almost like you're talking.
So, oyina studio nzije, Jackie?
Anizigenda kutwala mu studio.
Sagalo nze mmanyi because I always flat. Pozinga kulikolima luli loud.
Where it is you who says that. Up till now, I believe I still flat. That's what I think in music. Naye eri abantu when you sing, producer nakugamba ochikubye and you think you're flatted. So it is, you know, the tongue is powerful.
I don't flat.
Exactly.
In Jesus' name.
You do not flat.
Statement njogedde sijikiriza. Now Jackie.
Yes.
Ozem limelight. Buli omu ayogera ku Jackie Chandiru. Oyina background muzadde oluusi abadde tamanyi. Now you a star. Ne life ndowooza za njawulo. How did you go about it? Nti ovudde eri just then you become a star.
It wasn't easy. Because I moved from being an introvert and then I had to become a people's person. Yes, I used to see people on TV. Naye nali simanyi nti, for example, if I see Mariah Carey, nti she has to talk to everyone, that she has to answer questions, that her life is people's business. I didn't know that part. I only knew that she steps on stage, or whoever it is that is out there steps on stage, they sing, ne baddayo ewaka, ne beebaka. Teri agenda balondoola. I didn't know that. So when I got there, yes, I was happy. For the first time, I didn't think a Lugbara would have a face on a billboard. I didn't think that. And I didn't think a Lugbara or somebody from northern Uganda would be successful or known at any one point. Nekati when natukayo, it was something much bigger than I expected. The pressure was different.
All eyes on you, media.
Yes, I could not afford to make any mistake. I could not afford to speak my mind out. I had to consider everybody's feelings. I no longer had my opinion when I went out there. So it wasn't easy. Did
you manage to protect your family from media?
I tried. I did my best. I hid my family a lot. But even when trying to do that, I was insulted, and my family was insulted when I was trying to do that.
Wow.
Yes.
Jackie, story on Pamvu, eya music, ndowooza bwe tuba twogera ku batulaba, eyinza okuba nga takumanyi, eyinza okuba 1% in Uganda, Jackie Chandiru. Now, waliwo ekigenda maaso mu entertainment industry all over the world. Chebaita substance abuse. Lwaki nkikubuuza, you've walked that road. Oyiseeyo, rehab ogenzeeyo, media eyogedde, twogedde abantu ba bulijjo bye tuwulidde buli omu n'ateekawo na she doesn't deserve this, aliwati, because of this she did this. Jackie, this status gye wafuna ye yakusindika into drugs or expectations z'abantu?
My first and foremost, when I started abusing a substance, it's a painkiller. It's called pethidine.
A painkiller?
A prescription drug. Yes.
Hold on. Bwe twogera drug abuse,
yes,
abantu tulowooza cocaine, njaga, mwenge. Kati otugamba drug, tugenze neziri medicinal, medical, nga za prescription.
Yes. Ate ng'ekyo kyampa the comfort, because at the back of my mind I would keep telling myself ndi mu kwejanjaba. I had a medical problem. I had a back problem. Up till now I still have that problem.
Sorry.
So nabadde ndi mu kwejanjaba nze nganze.
So ng'oziberako buli lunaku?
I got to a point when, with the issue I had with my career and everything, first and foremost, I suffered from insomnia. Sleep is a big problem. And it wasn't just a normal, it was it's chronic insomnia. I barely sleep. If you put, like, if at that time, if I would put 1 week down for you, Wembanga never say, I don't sleep for more than 4 hours.
Jesus.
Because in the night I have to wake up, I'll go to YouTube, call a research for music, for sounds, for this, for that.
Wait, problem tewali nayo ekitegeeza kuva mabega? Wano bw'ogifuna bw'ojjamu limelight?
Yes, I got a back problem during that time.
Then the insomnia comes after?
No, the insomnia was always there. But the time I went to treat the back problem for the pain, the side effect of that drug worked on my insomnia.
Oh.
Yes. So that was it. I got to realize that I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. A painkiller, ekola ku my insomnia, nenebaka, and of which it was the one thing I didn't have. I would sleep and wake up ngam rested. Kati time netuka, when it comes to addiction, to tolerance, when your body gets used to something, then you start using it more often, because I didn't know the experience of sleeping, having full sleep.
Boyogera bwotyo, waliwo abantu ennaku zino, even students, ng'oli agamba saagala kwebaka, I'm busy, nina emirimu, nina ebitabo, ne bagenda for energy drinks.
Yes.
Kati energy drink aginywa to keep alert. And they are abusing it.
Kati ekintu kye nsobola okugamba, when it comes to substance abuse, it can be anything. The word substance is something tangible. Substance, for example, the problem is, I say it not in a bad way, but I say it sometimes Ugandans are stupid. Because when you talk about addiction, they will go enjaga.
Yeah.
They go straight to that. But you see, eriya abantu abatasobola kuva ku simu zaabwe.
Yeah,
there are people who cannot live aside from there. There are people who cannot be there until iPhone efulumizo a new phone. They have to have the new one. Since the other phone is not working, that is an addiction to something like technology.
Yes, yes.
There is people who are simply addicted to looking under girls' skirts. There are people who are addicted to plastic surgery. So addiction falls under so many things. So a person who says, I don't want to sleep, I'm going to keep taking Red Bull. By the way, if you go to rehabs, they don't advise you to buy Coca-Cola.
Yes.
So people take that word, their word addiction, for granted, and substance abuse. It is something tangible, something that is not made in your body, that's not in your body, that you can abuse. As long as you use something more often than you're supposed to use,
then
you're abusing.
Yes.
And you're addicted.
Wow.
Yes.
So otugamba nti your drugs ziva mu abuse ejjirako painkiller.
Yes, I was working on pain. The only thing is Ugandans decided to mold it because of music business. Music, I always, whenever I have the platform to say so, music had nothing to to do with my addiction. It was a health problem.
Some say nti ekibanywesa, like you said, you're an introvert. Stage fright eyebeerawo. Nagamba kansooke nywemukko, kansooke smoking eyokko, ndyoke ngende ku stage. So bye twawuliranga ng'ogyeko now from you, buli omu agamba Jackie yali alina okunywanga kubanga bw'aba agenda ku stage abeere ng'ali hyper.
Kati ekintu kye nsobola okugamba, the best example I can give is there's two ladies. There is in the secular music, there is Beyonce and there is Lady Gaga.
Yes.
Now Beyonce always told people she has a different personality on stage. She calls herself Sasha.
Yes.
Fierce. And the whole conspiracy theory was that that is a demon.
Yes.
Mwambala. But the truth is, I don't have to consume to be on stage. Before I get on stage, if people that know me, they usually hand me papers to tear because I'm nervous. But when I get on stage, there is something, there's a mentality I have. Nti, this is my time. This is the time I have to prove why I am Jackie Chandiru. So I give it my all. When I step on stage, when I listen to a song, I don't listen to the words. I listen to the hi-hats, I listen to the kick, the snare, and what. That's the reason as to why I am the way I am on stage, that people say you're drunk. No, it's because I listen to so many different things at the same time, and I have to deliver. My mind puts it into one performance.
Away from Jackie,
yes.
Obadde mu industry for some time. Obadde n'abantu ng'obalaba. Abamu, I'll give an example, radio bamwogerangako nnyo, drug abuse. Abala we bali sijja boogera mannya. Golooza kivako ki for others, at least bobaddeko nabo okubanga ba abusinga.
Madam Makula, abantu balina ebizibu. Bw'obeera mu limelight, for example, you don't want to show the whole world your problems. You don't want to wear your problems on your sleeve. Era batukuza bwe batyo. You don't wash your dirty linen in public. Kati eri abamu who find solace and comfort in abusing something because it helps them to forget.
They have no one else to
They
talk
have
to.
no one else to talk to because nze nagezako okwogera n'omuntu ku kizibu kyange. Nali nakava ku simu. It wasn't even 10 minutes. Blog, Bliss Uganda, everywhere. The same thing I had told a person out of my heart. So there are some people who just can't speak. And that's the thing that people out there don't understand. Instead, they point a finger at you. Nti oli munywa njaga. You're this, you're this, you're that. I'm not condoning what they do.
Yeah,
but
I
I'm saying
understand.
there's different ways people cope with things. There's people, for example, who have been abused when they're young and they have multiple personality. They have ways in which the body just tries to cope and the mind tries to cope with trauma. Yes. So other people, abantu balina ebizibu. Nawe awo woli, you're in ebizibu.
Bulungi nnyo nti singa nvaayo nenzija ne ngamba let's say Jackie oli muntu wa bulijjo nenzija ne gamba Jackie omanyi school fees z'omwana zimbuze.
Ne bw'okyeŋŋamba kati era nkugambirawo olimba.
I know there is a time a lady called me nangamba nsaba kunyambayo n'Emitwalo 25. Ne mugamba essaawa zino nti ne mugamba badde siinaawo and she made a statement nagamba gwe bwe zikubula ffe tuzijjewa. I was like, okay, she's so entitled. Ekisookera ddala then is a civil sente.
They don't believe it.
Kati Jackie bw'ovaayo n'ogeza n'ogamba omuntu sirina rent.
Tebasobola kikiriza.
Mawulire of course.
Naye kati nze nsobola keera ku makya n'enkikugamba. Madam Susan, sirina ki rent. You will understand because you know.
And I'm there.
Ojja kugamba ninayo 10.
Naye w'okigambira omuntu wa...
When you tell a normal person, they will not believe it. So people have got problems. It's just that engeri gye tuli mu the limelight and people look at us. They don't think that we can have problems. Actually, people don't think tuli human. They just believe we are a species, just God blessed us, and for them they are not blessed.
The scrutiny ogikola otya media. How did you go?
Anagivaako nagyesonyiwa because when I concentrated on it, I got more psychologically damaged. Nengyesonyiwa kati whatever you think about me, it is up to you. Everyone is entitled to an opinion. Otugambe
nti watandika ne wakozesanga painkiller. Ki ekyakuleetera okusigala nga you abusing?
let me tell you, let me speak the truth.
Please.
There's a feeling that is out of this world. A person who drinks alcohol, a person who uses cocaine, heroin, or what, will tell you there is a feeling, I don't know if it is euphoria, but you forget everything. There is no problem.
You're in your world. On
this world. There's a lot of nice butterflies. Aha, that one. You just high. Okay, a normal person says high, but for you, it is more like everything is at peace. This is where you want the world to be. That is the feeling. So aside from, it got to a point when my body liked that feeling so much that it would even cause my back to pain when it's not paining. So that's where a psychologist and the doctors come and explain. There's an enzyme there's something called dopamine.
Yes.
When your body is used to something, it sends a message to the brain, because pethidine makes her happy. So you take it.
Well, Makula's Show, Jackie Chandiru, the Queen of the Nile. Where did it come from? Ani yali mutoma. Well, after the break. The glam of the entertainment industry, keeping up the appearance. Jackie, wachikola otya?
Natuka point nembiko wasagala na kulimba. Because it got to a point ngoino kwambala nviri za mtwalo chenda or 1 point something just because you have to please or to look a certain way. But the time that you get to realize that your life is not about pleasing the world is the time you get to understand that everything is about you. When you stop trying, when you stop trying to please.
And now with social media, it's not easy, Mukwan.
Do what you can, and if bochibanga chiganye, don't force. Just let things be.
Jackie, waliwo abantu bonna bewasanga mu industry, ladies, ng'ogamba ono yali ayimba, era omuntu ono yandeetera okuba ne pressure.
Teddy. Teddy.
Teddy yakuteekako pressure.
For example, Mbakazi, it was not there. Like I told you from the time I was young, I only wanted to compete.
And the men?
The men. Chameleon yali antawanya. I kept wondering.
You wanted to beat Chameleon.
Yes. I'm like, why is he the goat? They call him the goat in music.
Yes.
Why? Why can't I be the goat? So there's people that I looked up to, but you know, when I took time to study Chameleon, the way he sings, the way he delivers messages, the lyrical content, I understood why. So what I decided was, that's not my direction, but I can be a goat in another way. Because the secular people, when it comes to goat, they say that's like a person that is, that stands out. So I said, I know I can stand out in a different way. I thought about my strong points and I concentrated on that without having to think. But the time that I won an award in the same category with Miss Susan Makula, Chameleon and Bobby Wine, Uganda. There's nothing that you can tell me.
So finally, dream yo yagira netuukirira nti Chameleon. At least we know wamukubira kao.
Yes.
Mu category.
He has more awards than, but the thing is, I was the only female.
That feeling.
In that category, and I said yes. So now I can favorably compete.
Bimba chelo Chameleon ndo singo kwagala. Because waba mutunuli at that time, then waliwo nyimba zogamba nti these songs.
He had a lot of good songs. He has a lot of good songs.
He has a lot.
Because each song is different. That's my problem. That was my problem. Each song is different, and he wasn't just singing about go and party. No. He's singing about how hard it is to make money. he's singing about a journey of a person who is coming from
Societal
nothing.
issues.
Yes. Nze nganze. Those are things that I picked. I picked things from different artists to try and create me, Jackie Chandiru. Yes.
Muba female, mimbi chigogamba, this is my best. Not Cindy, not Lillian.
Tewali. I am the best.
Okay, Jackie.
I am the best. That's the truth.
Let's assume it's your wedding day.
My wedding day.
It's your wedding day.
I would not have a female.
No way.
Katina, I'm telling you, I will not have a female sing at my wedding day. Because nobody is supposed to steal my... I'm quite selfish.
You're crazy.
I'm selfish sometimes.
You're so selfish. And the picking manya. Let me pick names. Bani abaliko kati. Chosen Becky?
She sings well.
Rema Namakula?
She sings well.
Karo Nantongo?
She sings well.
Juliana Kanyamozi?
Juliana is my sister.
Would she sing?
Would she sing? If she accepted to.
Now she would be the only female, right?
She's a person that I have a certain kind of respect for, because even when I was in Blue 3 and a singer, I was Juliana's, I worked for her. Oh. I was her makeup artist and her stylist. So I have respect.
You're a makeup artist?
Yes. And a stylist.
Wanji?
Yes.
Does it come from the art background in school,
yes, school.
University?
Industrial fine art, fashion, yes.
Obi pursuing kati oba wagamba.
I still do. A lot of
really?
a lot of the times there was videos for Blue 3, clothes they wore, looks they had. It was me.
Usually abantu abera mu background tetubogerako. The designers, the stylists, the
cameramen.
Banange ayagala okwambala Jackie's here and makeup. You still do it?
Yes, I still.
Okay, tubadde ku bayimbi. So Juliana would be one. Then the male chameleon?
No.
A wedding can be chameleon. You can sing valu valu. I don't even know. But
no. Male artists, I wouldn't want that, because I would get too excited and I believe my husband wouldn't be happy.
Crush.
He would be like, why are you so happy? Chameleon? No. I was just angry that he was better than me.
No, why would you be so excited that it would make your guy jealous? Unless if it's a crush.
Men are strange. You can be happy to speak to somebody and then he will say, oh mwagala. So I don't want to instill. My mother is Uganda, so the way I was brought, I'm telling you the truth.
Bobby Wine?
Bobby.
Would he sing?
No.
But he would still
he would attend though.
Would attend?
Yes.
Bebe Cool?
Yes. No, Bebe Cool is my other father, should I say. I had not personal issues, should I say. I had character issues with him that I felt, why do you do this, why do you do that? But the day I ever sat down with Bebe Cool, he is a father.
Wow.
The day I gave him the chance, that's the time that I decided I will never judge people.
Did you at any one time have a crush on anyone in this industry?
Michael Jackson, the late.
No, Ugandans.
No.
Jackie.
I'm telling you the truth.
No worries. Tell you again, okay, now
I am telling you the truth. I love my mother. Like to the moon and back, so I can put her life.
Let's go for Michael Jackson.
Yes.
That's sweet. The
late Michael Jackson, and the reason as to why I had a crush on him is because I liked the way he captivated people. For me, my art is stage. So the way the guy would turn his head like this, people would faint. And I always wanted to know, why are people fainting? Why can I not just turn my head and people faint?
Wow,
yes.
You want to go for the big fish.
I go for the big fish.
Crush is a guy.
Crush was not there.
And today, do you have a crush on anyone?
No.
Jackie, you a girl.
No, I'm telling you, but I'm a very different kind of female. I don't have a crush on anyone because I don't believe God will put a person in my eyes or or close to my heart that is not supposed to be in my life. He knows all my characters. He knows the things I like, the things I don't like. Kataina gwagendo kuteka mutwe gwange okutunulira.
Okay, tuina culture nti omusajja yakwana omukazi. But for you, Jackie, singa aliwo omulenzi akuba, would you go to the guy straight and tell?
Sisobola. Sisobola.
Madam oli that,
no.
Oli brave, you can go
when
for
I'm
it.
out there, that's the persona I put. There's places I go to and I speak and I tell people, when it comes to okufumba, ewaka, mfumba, nze gwolaba, I kneel down to serve food. I put hot water if there's no power in the bathroom. I cook. I don't allow anybody to cook in my house. I don't.
Gents.
I do not.
Is Jackie single?
Eh? Is Jackie single?
The guys are watching, by the way.
You never know. The only thing it is that I can say is... when
is Jackie available?
Not available.
Yeah.
Not available. Because when you say available, people who even are weird will come to you. The thing is, do your best. I've spoken what it is that I've said about myself. Where you can fit. Obanga tosobola, we shall go head to head. But when I accept, is when I'll be the woman.
Strong-minded woman.
Yes.
Jackie, njagala kuzaayo ku nsonga ya addiction.
Yes.
Emyaka gye wamala siri sagala beera particular kubanga siri sure emyaka gye wamala mweyo challenge gyali emyaka ngemeka?
About 7. Because addiction yatandika even when people didn't know. Yes.
Was it still the painkillers or you started something
painkillers?
Abantu batugamba Jackie yekuba enjaga, Jackie anusa mafuta g'ennyonyi.
No, mafuta g'ennyonyi, first and foremost.
Media in Uganda.
Yes, first and foremost, I can't use... There's that few, I heard about it, it's it makes you high. It was strictly the painkillers, but because of being in the music industry, everybody was saying njaga. Then cocaine, the one thing I'll say is I'm a hypotensive patient. I have low blood pressure. So there's things I cannot consume. That cocaine, heroin, and what I can't. Because the moment I try that, my body collapses, my heart. It can't handle. So that painkiller is what I was using throughout. But when it comes to addiction, the reason that's why I don't want to dwell so much on it is because there's so many things that people use.
Yeah.
And when I used whatever it is, I didn't use anything else. I'm not going to deny I have tried weed before, but it is not my thing. It's the same way you have Pepsi, Coke, and water, and then you just don't like Pepsi. You take Coke. That is it. So for me, it wasn't, because at that time, any person who is growing up will try all sorts of things. So weed, not my thing. Cocaine, I think I saw somebody pass out one time, and things happened to that person when I was looking. I'm like, I don't want to be part of that. And people were taking videos. And I tried to tell them, why are you doing this to this person? I was like, I don't want to be part of this. So for me, that was it. But it's not like I didn't know.
Okay, Jackie, obaddeyo. Tusobola tegeera tutya nti now this person needs help. Omuntu ddala, this is an addiction, oba watuuse wano, they need help.
Omuntu bw'abanga takikkiriza nti alina ekizibu. Yes. The moment, because the only time I healed is when I accepted. That's why I took 7 years. Nga toyina kyosobola okungamba nze nga nkimanyi nti nina ekizibu. Ndi mu kwejanjaba. Why don't you understand nti ndi mu kwejanjaba? So the fact that a person takkiriza nti alina ekizibu. Oyinza okuba gwe, for example, ngondabyeko ekizibu, but everyone in this room will have the same opinion as you. That is when you know it is not just you. the person actually has a problem, because buli omu has different things they see wrong in people. But if they all share an opinion with you about me, then it is true. And if you're telling me and I'm saying no, I have no problem. It is you who thinks this. What I need is this. Nganza kubulira what I'm supposed to do. If you think I have a problem, then there's a problem.
Jackie, I need you to help the parents. Abazadde besiganya abaana baabwe. Oyogambye drug abuse esobola okuba anything.
Yes.
So we tudda mbaana at what stage olowooza nti abaana basobola okuabusinga drugs? Oba mu ssomero, oba wakanga omuzadde asobola okulaba, oba signs nti there is something going on?
First and foremost, for the parents, you have to have a connection with your child. Until your child will go and do something, najja n'akikugamba, guess what, I smoked. Ate n'otamunyiigira. That is one thing that parents... Aha. So there's... Nange tenabukolako one time. Then I coughed n'entegeera nti kino sijja kukola ki kukisobola. But if you don't have... There's a relationship. There's a way in which I would want people to be right now. Okutabera not too traditional. Nti you were brought up so nicely, your kids must be like this. You need to understand there's TikTok, internet. They will find anything, anywhere.
Ne groups kati nyingi.
Zo nyingi.
Luli abazadde baffe olusi batunenya nebo we bakulira ng'ennyumba it's a kilometer away from the other. Tebalina na neighborhood nti onozanya nona akuyigirize anything. Ate
kati mutabani wo ayinza okulaba ku TV nga waliwo omuntu agaaye ekintu ngali happy. Nagamba ono mwagala nnyo kangaaye kyakola ki?
Kyagaaya.
So should the parent blame the child? The thing is, what is the relationship with your child? Make sure you have got that relationship that doesn't have boundaries. Even if a child has done something wrong, ajagamba mami omanyi, I tonyiga, but I did this.
African parent.
That's the thing. We cannot just keep living in that era. Because things are in our faces, in our children's faces right now. And there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, you ban TikTok from Uganda. Jibanning.
Tuyina TVs.
Kati tell NBS, bonna bagambe ne salt, close it.
Zona zigale.
Then your children they will be what you want them to be.
Naye ate bagenda genda ku ssomero.
Kati ne ku ssomero close the schools, homeschool them.
Ekitasoboka.
You have got to have that relationship with your children so that if something is going wrong, they will tell you. Everything that happened to me, I kept away from my parents because of the way they brought me up. It was straight, like this. Yadenali kalidalu, but it was straight. So I didn't want to also disappoint them. But I also didn't know that there's room for mistakes in life. I wasn't taught that. So,
Jackie, wafuna challenges chinga olimwejo 7 years.
Ensi yonna yaneerabira. Before I took time off in rehab, everyone forgot about me. You know, this world moves forward. That's what addicts or people who suffer from an addiction don't realize. That they keep thinking they are that important. That bobe kabe bayine ekizibu, they have to sort it. They don't know the world goes on.
There is a relative when amuga ali ku njaga. So one time mutwala mu rehab. Doctor ayogera ne counselor yaliwo namugamba omanyi sirina nnyo kizibu. But that person is a bipolar. Like he had all the terminologies. Nga manyi kati nze nina ekizibu nagamba abane mudzi kati ansanga ndi kubyange. Yina jane mudzi ze naloza nze nina ekizibu.
A person who is like that will never accept until they have a problem. Gwa ina ekizibu ekisooka ojja mu time yange nga nze nina ebintawaanya gwe oli supposed okumanya nti siri mu mood kati tontawaanya. That means gwa ina ki ekizibu. So for as long as a person is like bipolar is not is something almost hereditary, should I say. You don't just become bipolar for no.
Nga amanyine okwasesinga fa basigadda.
Nange ndo by the way I can treat you properly.
You can.
I can, because I can treat you to protect my problem.
Oh.
That's how it is.
Mutually addicted.
Yes. I can tell you, like the time I was in rehab, I knew each one's problem, each one's trigger. Nenga simanyi trigger yange. I didn't know any of my triggers.
What are triggers?
Triggers are things that can snap you back into, for me, my trigger, one of my triggers is my back right now. But the fact that I know what I went through in those 7 years, if my back ached me, yesterday I slept on the floor, on the carpet, because I didn't want to take a painkiller.
But is it treatable?
It is treatable, but I don't want to compromise because I was using a prescription drug. I don't want to compromise. Like for about 4 days or so, I've been having constant headache and back pain, and I've not been taking until I asked for Dynapa. And I didn't even take the whole tablet. I broke it because I don't want to risk. Pain for me is a trigger. That is one. Then when I take time without sleeping, that's another trigger. My mind tells me you need to sleep. Then the first thing, you know, I consider addiction, substance abuse, spiritual. They used to tell us when we were growing up, there are two voices. There's the one that says do it. There's the one that says don't. It is the truth. Because when I take my time without sleeping, the voice says, you haven't slept. Do you know when you used to take pethidine, you would sleep?
The devil is whispering.
Yes. The devil will not ever, he has never rested. He will never rest until he destroys and kills you. People just take the Bible, by the way, for granted. They do. But all these things are there. They exist.
Oyogedde ku ensi erabira Jackie. Did it affect you in, like, psychologically, that no one cares? Chuck pushing her into the abuse more? Over?
It did. It affected me. How do you forget about me? How? My name is Jackie Chandiru. How? Kwegamba sakola impact. The nights which I spent nga sebaka nga ndi mukuyiya nyimba, you've just like gone, just one day like this, you've gone on. How? Ate nga ndi awo nga teri anjogerako. The only time they try to talk about me, they are writing, rest in peace. How?
Yeah.
How? Kati, you've become God. So psychologically.
How did you fight back?
I got
like
out
mentally.
And I realized everybody was thinking that. I continued. I was like, Kati, let me kill myself properly so that the truth is, you say rest in peace. Ngachitufu. That's why, you see, me thinking that, that's why I said, this thing is spiritual. The devil also tells you, yes. At least when you're dead, it will be true that the RIP. Yes, it will be. Yes, it will be the truth. Because I don't like being lied about. So he tickles. The devil will look for. He doesn't come to get an accident. No. See, you can get an accident. I can give an example. And then they treat you and what. But then he realizes you have this constant pain. You need painkiller. Na tegeranti ono painkiller. Kampite wano. The devil doesn't come murundi gumo. No. He looks for a small passage. Chokache yetaga. That's why they say an idle mind is the devil's workshop. No, nyereza ku chintu webati. He doesn't need something big.
So kati yali anoonya okuzzayo ng'akozesa limelight
buli omu ayogera RIP olaba bakwerabidde kati bagambye nti oli mufu kati fiira ddala kibeere nga kituufu since toyagala abantu to tell lies about you. Yes. And he just has a way of manipulating your mind that a normal person doesn't. Go to ontunulia n'ogamba Jackie, you're killing yourself. Nenga tole mukutegeera nze kyendi mukola ki. Yes. That is why when a person is an addict, the people around need counseling to understand, to think. Because if I speak as an addict, we don't think normally the way you think. For me, I am injecting myself. I'm using 20 ampules a day. It's not because I was falling down. Nedda. It's because natuka point nga my veins have collapsed. I think you see babies sometimes, baba, they get cannulas. The veins had collapsed. Kati nga nonya wona kasta drug ebanga eri muki in my system.
Jesus.
Nga kyokka kye njagala. Kati for you don't nze ndi mukwegamba nti I'm sick, my back is paining. Kati why are you telling me nti I'm addicted? Do you know the pain I feel?
Well, I think every Ugandan needs psychological help. Yengeri yokka gye tusobola okuprotectinga even those who we call sick. Kubanga bw'obanga today Jackie Kangeza ali mu rehab nageza funa ku access to information ng'ekiri ku social media kyonna kyogera kufaako. What do you expect? Jackie Chandiru, tewerabira ekibuuzo kyange sinna kimubuuza, the Queen of the Nile. Till next time, Makula's Show.
On the next episode.
Yakutwala endooza wamukyawe.
Era namukyawa bubi. It was my mother, no. She arrested me. Yeah, banteeka ku patrol. Nze Jackie Chandiru.
What?
I flew one time private jet to buy a pair of shoes in Dubai. At the point when my name was up there, everybody buli omunga ankubira engalo. Naye bwe nafuna ekizibu.
Katonda n'akulaga abantu.
Aha, nandaga abantu. I had everything. I had the perfect body. Nga teri musajja atayogera ku mubiri gwange tu. Nga nange nkimanyi. I enter a place nga nkimanyi nti nyingiddewo. When all the eyes on me, I'm like, yeah.
Now,
yes, Jackie's in the house.
Yes.